Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me. In today's video I will be reviewing all of this. I think I've made it a bit too complicated for myself today. So, let's get started. I will be first reviewing the red G1 Megatron. Got a swivel at his head. Do a full swivel. Oh. He has some accessories we'll get to in a minute. So, he's got a swivel at his arm, on both arms, swivel at his hands. Leg can move up this far, leg can move back this far, and that's it. The red series do not actually transform, so this is what I have. So let's get into accessories. So if you pop this arm off here, you can actually change his hand into either a pointing hand, so you can get some really good dynamic poses. For example, now you can also change his hand into I don't know what kind of hand you would call this, like a closing hand. I'm not too sure what to call it. It's just a bit, I don't know how to explain it. So now we can get to my favorite hand, well, second favorite hand, which is his mace. And oh my goodness, this thing is long. It's kind of hard to figure out how his arms are kind of fall down a bit. But you could try to get some good dynamic poses with it. Like that maybe. Does that look? Oh, you can't see. Like that, for example. Now let's move on to my favorite hand. This one I feel it kind of gives it that kind of, I don't know, a good little vibe I like to it. Kind of gives him that he's looking at this and he's thinking about it. But the pose I kind of put him in looks more like a statue kind of pose. You'd kind of, I use the word kind of a lot now. I only realize that now. So you can give him a disc pose, which I love. So now, with G1 Megatron out of the way, well, red Megatron out of the way, let's move on. Who do we have here? Ah, yes, the greatest of them all. Transformers War for Cybertron Siege. Optimus Prime. This figure off the bat looks amazingly accurate to the show. And I really like the transformation feature of him. So I will move all these other guys out of the way and we'll get to transforming this beauty. So these figures come with instructions, of course, like any figure transformer would. I like to do it my own way. These little flaps here are all here, so I flip these out. This is there, so flip these out on the arm. Next, what I love to do is you get that back set up. So you flip this out, flip that up. Then you, be very careful of this. It pinches a lot. Flip these out, flip that up there. That actually really stings. So let's get back to this. Now what you want to do is what I like, flip his head into his matrix chest, which doesn't have a matrix, which does not make any sense whatsoever. So what's left? Oh yeah. So now get his legs here. They're like that. Here. You flip these out here. There's a little thing here that holds them. So make sure that's flipped out. Put his arms up here, and you got these wheels. You just pull these things out, and they go down that little hole. This one, it's always a bit stubborn and won't come out. There we go. Now, Well, now we get to the leg part. I didn't know if you could see what was happening with the leg or the wheel there. That was plugged in here. You pull it out there. So, and do the same. So now let's get on to the leg. So flip this bit, twist this bit. Now you flip this bit here in here. That clips on there, and then you flip that part up here. Then you just do the exact same process on the other leg. So you flip this out, plug that in, flip that there, flip that there, and make sure his feet are closed. And now you can clip these together. Now, wait, why I have this left over, so I need to figure out what to do now. You flip his arm back, flip this up here, flip that there, clip these. Now these parts here, you want to flip these out for putting in his arms, because his arms have something very special they have to do with them. Flip the wheel up here, then flip his arms out here, do the same again, flip this bit here, and flip that bit there. Now, clip his legs back together if they unclipped, flip his wheels up. Now, here's the tricky part. There's a little tiny thing right there, and there's a little plug right there. You plug that in, and now you open his windows. You flips this down, close these, and flip that there. Oh. And I need to fix this bit here because it's not plugged in properly. There we go. And don't mind the meowing, that's just my cat. So, now do the same here in case it plugged out. And there you go. That's Optimus Prime. I'd like to display him with his gun plugged in here. And his shield / axe thing, I call it, right there. Now, going back to robot mode. So, now, I really love this mode. It really brings out the details. And if you're a big fan of Transformers, I'd suggest collecting some of these figures if you're a really big fan. Now, let's put him back in line. And let's get everybody back. Now, since we did a review on the Red Megatron and Siege Optimus, what better way to not do the Megatron? This big boy, all the way at the back there. And from the look of him, oh my goodness, this is more show accurate than anything I could have thought could be accurate ever. So, and I heard they were doing Netflix series versions of these. There's normal versions, there's the Siege versions, and there's the Netflix Siege versions. Yeah, it's getting complicated. So Netflix made a show, Transformers Siege, and there's two different styles of the figures. There's a normal style and a Netflix style. Netflix one has more paint and detail, so I bought this. Now, I didn't buy the normal version of Megatron. I don't like that one. This one is far superior. So, let's take off his sword, and let's now have a good look at this big boy. Alright, now, so what you see here is really good. Like the paint job, like these little scratches here. I like to think of them as, there is a thing in Fortnite where there's a prison or it's like a way of counting almost. Where on the 5th digit, you would scratch it out and that'd be the 5th line. So I really like this design. I love the fusion cannon. It's thick. And, well, now I have to transform them. So, now, first thing you want to do is flip him around. And you've got these. You want to pop these out. There we go, like that. Now you want to do is he almost has butterfly joints. So you, well, I don't know what to call them. So you flip his back up, and then you move his arms back. You flip his hands in as you're doing it, and there's this part here. You want to flip this up. Now do that. Now do the same with the other arm. Hand in. Flip this bit up, and close that. Now, first time I did it, I got wrong. You need to flip the fusion cannon up here, like that. So if you have these toys and you're actually trying to transform them, you can just rewind a bit of the video so you can see what I'm doing. Now flip his legs. They were originally this way, like that. You want to flip them around like that. Now with this bar here, there's a little gap right there where his arm's plugged in. Then you want to plug this in there. Now it looks like this, and you're thinking he's not done, so I shown this because there's a little part to this I really find annoying. You have to kind of open these out. Be careful not to break it, because this has these little things there. Wait, can't really see on camera. There, got these, and there's a hole there and a hole there for them as well. So there's both of them there. So you plug that in. I like having Megatron's head right in the center. So now you go to his legs. You want to flip them around like that. Oh wait, I think I did something wrong. Obviously I did something wrong because it's me. So I want to flip them around here like that. Open these, bend his legs out as if he's doing the splits. Right, so I just need to fix the camera so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. So I'm just gonna, does that look good? I mean, there's no one really there. Okay, so now what you want to do is with his legs here like this, you want to flip these in like that and close that there, flip that back there, and you'll hear a nice little click because the legs have a little hole in this and they have that. So you want to do the same with your leg. Flip that there, flip that down, close that over. Now flip the legs around, flip them in, and you got a funny looking Megatron. Or you got his tank mode. Now, I really like the sword part because this was the next step of the tank. You open the sword, you flip it around, you close the sword. Now you go to your figure, you shove it in this hole, and you... Oh, wait a minute, something's gone wrong. My copy, okay, there we go. Now you close that, and now you have the tank. Thank God I was able to do that. Now, once I transform them, I'm just going to leave them at that because it's going to be so long for the video to transform them back. So, let's go with my personal favourite. I'm trying to think of what they call them. The communications officer. Soundwave. Is the camera capturing it? Yeah. So, really good figure, in all fairness. I love him. And you're thinking, oh, would you hit this button here? There's no one in his little tape. You thought wrong then. I got Laserbeak and Ravage. I don't care that there's other versions of them. They're like other characters. I'm just transforming them into tape mode. I only get the originals. So close that there. Now let's take off his gun. And so for some of these figures I won't be able to transform because I haven't been able to memorize some of it. Soundwave is one of them. There's a style I can remember transforming. So he's got a little point finger here that you can actually get him to press down on that, and lets his, tape decks pop out. And the one here is Laserbeak. So flip these parts out here, push this part up, close that, flip out his little head, close that, flip out his legs, and that is Laserbeak. So, for Soundwave here, if you want to transform him, oh, well, here's Ravage, so I can just show you what he looks like. He's a little dog. So, it just lets you know, if you want to look at some other Transformers, people that do reviews on Transformers, Masterpiece versions, look at Jobby the Hung. So, now, for his hands here, you want to flip them in. Now we want to do is pull out this enormous back. Now flip his little head down there. There's a little hole there. Wait. Yeah, so his head flips down there. Close that up here. Pull out his gum. Flip this all the way up here. Now that's what his head looks like. Now what you want to do is go to his back. Now get his arms, and you have these little holes here, which carefully plugs right there. There's a little thing on the back, little hole. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out the name. There's a little thing at the back that clips into those little holes. And let me get the other one there. There we go. They like to pop out a lot, so I'd advise to be very careful when doing this. And you're not done yet. Go to his legs, flip this out, boop, flip his leg, wear his foot in, close that, and do the exact same thing on his other leg. Flip him around, bend him over. And this is supposed to be a reference to G1, the first episode where Soundwave gets Laserbeak to infiltrate the Autobots, and I think it was Wheeljack and Bumblebee that's driving back. So Soundwave transforms into what I can only think looks like a security camera type thing. Right now, I'm sure you've seen them in the background a minute ago, so I have to. They're literally the exact same. So I will have to get Thundercracker. And so Thundercracker and oh, flip. Well, they died. So Thundercracker and he's refusing now to go on the... Oh, alright. Let's forget this little stand now, since he won't stand. Right, so, have Thundercracker. And Starscream. Boom. There you go. Wasn't really that hard to get them to stand now. So, yeah, I really like Starscream. I was thinking they could do a better version, like have something to make him stand out other than his colors. And Thundercracker, the exact same. Oh, he looks really good. Now, right, so let's get on to transforming Starscream. I won't have to transform Thundercracker since they're the exact same model, just repainted. So just to let you know, in a couple of weeks, or maybe around a couple of weeks, I'll be doing a review on Omega Supreme. So first you want to take off his guns that were there. Have his head like that. Now flip his body like that. That's how I do it to take off this little chest piece. Now it looks like that. Go to his back. Flip this out, and now bend him over so you can flip these out, and now close that, and now flip his head up here, close that, flip his arm up, head up there, no, flip that up there, Now you want to do is twist his legs, flip his body around, close his legs, put his legs up here, like that. Now open his arms, put his hand in, close them, then flip his arm up there. Now do the same on the other arm. Now close this over on. Okay, hold on. So, yep, I've fixed it now. So now I have Starscream transformed. I'm just fixing them really quick so you can see what they looks like transformed. Flip his legs out here like that. Clip. Oh, here. Never mind. No, meant his guns clipped him there. So that's Starscream. Woo. This video is going to be a short one because my arm is in immense pain. So I think I might do Shockwave and yeah, I think I might leave it at that and then do a review on the rest of them when my arm's feeling a bit better. So here we go. Shockwave. And he's a big boy. Yeah. So he comes with these little parts here on his shoulders and his back and his foot. Now, I'm going to take them off. His foot and his arm and his back. Now you're left with Shockwave. Woohoo! So, now, what you want to do with these is close this like that. And then want to grab his giant massive feet guns and have them like his, so it's gonna be like that. Now flip that around and you've got these holes here and these parts of his foot that have a hole there. I think I said hole for there, but so you want to flip the wing in here on his other foot. Like this one came with a wing, but let's just say I don't know where it's gone. So you plug that there and you clip this together, right? My cat. Oh, so now you got this like that. I want like that. Now you want to do is get this bit, this joint arm bit, plug it in there, and do the exact same for his other arm. So I'll just plug it in there, and you got this thing now. Woohoo! So this is gonna be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. I will see you in the next video, and it might have Omega Supreme in it. Goodbye!